Released in June of 2001, this Rob Cohen street racing action film made $169 million in profit against his $38 million budget. Borrowing heavily from the plot structure of 1991's Point Break, the 106-minute story follows an undercover officer who infiltrates a gang of street racing criminals before becoming enamored with their world. The cast of young busters, brawlers, and boneheads is led by Paul Walker, an eager and enthusiastic hero who's easy to connect with. The soft-spoken and large-bodied Vin Diesel is featured as his untrusting friend, who preaches the importance of his fast lifestyle by remarking, "I live my life a quarter mile at a time. Nothing else matters. For those 10 seconds or less, I am free." It's a crude but apt mantra that binds the entire Fast and Furious saga together, and even made its way onto one of my t-shirts, which I'd love for you to buy over at Jogwheel's merchandise store, thatreference.com. In one of her first significant roles, Michelle Rodriguez just disappoints by grunting one-liners and frowning for most of the PG-13 rated film. Jordana Brewster, however, commendably brings life to her otherwise one-dimensional character. The rest of the cast struts around wearing embarrassing outfits and spitting overly technical jargon that even gearheads will be annoyed with. This is a fascinating look at an underground culture of fast cars, neon lights, and slutty women most audiences aren't familiar with. The soundtrack mixes loud rap music with funky beats, but it unfortunately undercuts one pivotal scene with its distracting presence. The frantic editing by Peter Hoynes provides the illusion of speed and intensity without ever really showing any movement. It's appropriate and exciting, but it rarely shows off how fast these cars can actually go. Speaking of which, an early sprint between racers not only lasts 11 times longer than it should, but actually incorporates over 15,000 unique sound effects, at least according to IMDb's trivia page.
Nice car. What's the retail on one of those?
More than you can afford, pal. Ferrari.
The characters make frequent references to a huge event known as Race Wars, where Walker will finally prove himself to the crew. But annoyingly, the Fast and Furious waste this exotic location's potential by featuring it only briefly. Back-to-back high-speed action sequences close out the film, but they pale in scope to the efforts of later installments. In what would have been a surprise to even the most clairvoyant Hollywood insiders, this unassuming illegal street racing film spawned 6 sequels and counting, making it Universal Studios' most profitable franchise. The series would eventually evolve from this humble Los Angeles racing scene to international heists and unrealistic action spectacles, but this inaugural effort is what introduced most of the key players in an organic and believable way. Although the film does little to convince you that anyone here is a great actor, or that dropping $20,000 into a 1995 Toyota Supra is a good idea, it still provides old-fashioned entertainment on every viewing. The most dated and least ambitious entry in the series, The Fast and the Furious is a gritty take on established formulas that pays off with thrilling action and authentic characters. And here's what you had to say about it in the YouTube comments. In spite of the weaker acting and story, you thought the first Fast and the Furious film was great. I'm sticking with my original rating for this one, a 7 out of 10.